Welcome to the Speak 30 Challenge. This is day 28. I call this one Luck is the Residue of Desire. I saw an interesting interview recently. It was with British intellectual Douglas Murray. And he was talking about an interaction that he had had with someone. I think he had accomplished something or he'd done something notable, and somebody congratulated him and complimented him, and he said, "Oh, I guess I was just lucky." And this is a fairly common response. We often will give this when we're trying not to seem too arrogant and we're trying to seem humble. But the person he was talking to called him out on this. And they responded to him by saying, you do work very hard for your accomplishments. This got him thinking about the idea of luck and the role that it plays in the success of our lives. Much of life is the product of luck. And sometimes it's dumb luck at that. Even things like who we marry and where we work and the genetic lottery that makes up our children are all products of chance. But what does this mean for us? To illustrate the point, Douglas Murray goes on to quote a famous quote from Branch Rickey. He says, "Luck is the residue of desire." Basically, our luck is the outcome of our past efforts. Murray goes on to take this a step further. Our current luck is the consequence of the choices that people made in the past, unbeknownst to us or unbeknownst to them, that has benefited us. This is why we are so lucky today. Most of the time, these decisions weren't done with a direct connection to descendants or what will happen in the future, but it's people making good decisions on our behalf without even knowing it. They were just doing the right thing at the right time. These are the sacrifices that have led to our current luck or privilege, and it doesn't take going back very far to realize that the benefits of this privilege or luck that I've received in my own life is the consequence of the good decisions that have come before me. My parents gave birth to me, and that ended up being pretty lucky for me. My parents were very hardworking, provided me with opportunities and comfort and safety. They made the difficult decision to move from a rural environment to a more urban environment for more opportunities. And that's a really hard thing to do, to leave your family and all of your siblings and your relationships and move to a new place just for opportunity. They sacrificed and they lived modestly so that all of their kids would have opportunities. And they provided us a stable upbringing that I had the feeling growing up that if I really wanted to go out and accomplish something, I could go and accomplish something. Nothing would stand in my way. Now, their parents, my grandparents, gave birth to my parents, and that ended up being pretty lucky for me. My grandparents, at least on my mom's side, decided to move to the U.S. from Central Europe. They put their faith in the idea of America and her institutions. They believed in the American dream, as so many immigrants do. They believed that if you work hard, lead a good and moral life, and make wise decisions, then you and your kids will have opportunities here in America. Now, I never met my dad's parents. They were lifelong farmers. But I know that they took what was, forest and rocky soil and turned it in, like so many others, to the envy of the world in terms of agricultural production. And they did this all through hard work and intensive labor and sweat and toil. And it's this sense, this strong work ethic that they instilled in my dad. And they also instilled this sense of family and the importance of family and providing for your family into my dad. And those all have come to me, and thereby I'm really lucky. Our founding fathers gave birth to a new nation that ended up, being pretty lucky for me. In spite of all of her warts, America was founded as a unique nation in the world. The foresight in our founding fathers and the founding documents that they created are an absolute miracle. People come from all over the world, every country on earth, to come to America because of the ideals that are laid out in the Constitution and our founding principles, and because of the opportunities that are here for them. We've been a country for more or less 250 years and relatively stable. People have fought and died for this country and to maintain this freedom that I am lucky enough to benefit from. The fact that America has been the freest country to ever be in existence is an absolute miracle, and I am so lucky to be in America. I am privileged to be born in America. So I guess I'm just lucky. Luck is the residue of desire. See, I am one lucky guy. Not because I have some special unearned privilege or right that's much different than anyone else, but I am lucky and privileged because people that came before me made good decisions in their life for their family, for their country. Now, this does not belittle where I am now, but instead, this needs to fill me with gratitude for all of those people that came before me. It also adds a tremendous amount of weight to the decisions that I make in my everyday life. What decision am I going to make today that will someday serve humanity in years to come? What do I need to do so that future generations will say, wow, am I ever lucky to be alive at this time and this place? That is what will be the residue of my desire. Thank you.